your report card. Morgan does not do homework.
She refuses
So-
to fall asleep to math.
And now she complains that she doesn't remember everything.
I don't remember anything either. So
Okay, because you didn't do the homework either.
okay.
Okay, let's begin.
When did you do the homework?
Yeah, she has like Christmas.
Okay,
When you went to bed.
let's begin. Now, last day. Shh. Henry, turn around, be quiet. We were looking at solving equations, and I know that a lot of you guys can do this in your head, but you need to show the math. Because when it gets harder, you need to be able to do each individual step. And when you're doing your homework, I'm going to give you all the answers. If I don't see any of the work there, you don't get any marks for the homework. Right? So the way it worked is we have equations, and we wanted to figure out the value of the unknown. Do you need one?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
2, 5. -2, 5.
Okay. What happens here is we split the equation at the equal sign. We have two sides to each equation, right? These are in balance. In order to solve, we look at the side with the letter. The letter is called a variable. And we try to get rid of all the numbers on that side by doing the opposite math operation. So right now you look at this and you go 8. What math operation is it doing to the variable? Is it adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? Yes.
Negative.
Yes. It's multiplying. To get rid of it, we need to divide. Now, you divide by the same number. Not 8, but that's negative 8. So you divide by negative 8. Because negative 8 divided by negative 8 gives us 1, and cancel each other out. Now, to keep this in balance, if we divided this side by 8, the other side also needs to be divided by 8. Or negative 8 in this case. So, you show the 8's being canceled out, because negative 8 divided by negative 8 is 1. We left with an x over here. On the other side, a fraction line means to divide. What number do we have?
It would be positive 2.
Not positive 2.
Or negative 2.
Negative 2. Answer is x is equal to negative 2. All right? And it doesn't matter what side the variable is on, what side the letter's on. Right? We try to move all the numbers away from it. It's called isolating the variable. So looking at here, we cover up the side that doesn't have the letter on it. You go, we have an 18x. Right? And how do we get rid of that 18? You got to ask yourself, dividing. It was 18 times x. So you got to divide by the number that you're trying to get rid of. Divide by 18 here, and whatever you do one side, you have to do the other. The 18s disappear. And then what do we have left on the other side? We do this 2. 36 divided by 18 is just 2. Right? Now, this side, on this previous question, we had x equal to negative 2. And over here, I have 2 equals to x. That means the same thing. Doesn't matter what side the letter is on. Right? The value of x is 2. All right. We are going to skip this one. Okay? All right. That one's a little trickier. Let's do this one. So we split it at the equals. That divides the left and right side up. We look on the side of the letter, the variable, we have a 36 there. What math operation is that 36 doing to the letter? Is it adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing? Dividing, what's the opposite of dividing? So we multiply by that same number. It's negative 36, negative 36. So times negative 36 over here. On the left side, those 36s are gone. What do we have on the right-hand side? Right? You can use a calculator for that. Right? Negative 36 times negative 36, is the answer going to be a positive number or a negative number, first of all?
Positive.
Positive. So you just grab your calculator, you go 3 times 36, 108. So y is equal to 108. Okay.
Wasn't the last one, like the one before this one, wouldn't that be y equals 45?
That one's trickier. I'll talk about that some other day. Okay. Next question. Z plus 5 equals 20. Okay. Cover up the side that doesn't have the letter. The 5 needs to go. Ask yourself the question, what is that 5 doing to the x? Math operation. Adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing?
Adding.
Adding, right? Yeah. Plus 5. What's the opposite of adding?
Subtracting.
So you have to subtract the same number. So go minus 5. Minus 5 here. Right? Because 5, positive 5, minus 5 makes it 0. That cancels it out. And you go minus 5 to the other side to keep it balanced. Okay? So that makes 0. So the z disappears. What do we have on the other side? Yep, 20 minus 5, which is 15. All right? And you can probably done that in your head, because 15 plus 5 is 20. Okay. Next question, we split it at the equals. We cover up the side that doesn't have the number, sorry, the letter. We have a 14 with the K. What's that math operation between them? Is it adding, subtracting, multiplying?
Adding.
No,
Well, subtracting, you have to add.
So you have to add, right? So the opposite of subtracting is adding. Because negative 14 plus 14 makes 0. And you go over here, and K, these disappear, equals 17. So
This is a lot easier than trying to do
on your assignment, all your questions are going to look like this.
I don't understand this.
I'm expecting to see you. I want to see this. I want to see this dividing. I want to see this multiplying. I want to see this adding and subtracting just like this.
What's the way like that you do algebra? It's like you have to like replace it or you have to like reverse it or something?
What do you mean reverse?
I don't know. It's how we did it in grade 7. I can't remember what it was. But it was like really difficult.
Okay. My goal is to make this easy and understandable.
Because this is, but how
Good.
we were doing it in grade 7 was so difficult.
I don't know. Maybe Mr. Dollywall is just a wonderful teacher, and you should give him a round of applause for him. Oh, thank you, thank you. An A there, an A there. Oh, no, nobody else has A's. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, not too many bright bulbs. All right, here we go. A word problem. Right here. For the month of January, the average temperature in Edmonton is a third the average temperature in Yellowknife. The average afternoon temperature in Edmonton is negative 8 degrees Celsius. What is the average temperature in Yellowknife?
This is not the same.
Wait, let me think about this. Give me 10 minutes.
So we need to come up with an equation. All right? If I have Yellowknife's temperature, right? How would I calculate Edmonton's temperature if I had Yellowknife's temperature? We say it's a third. So do we divide by 3? Do we multiply by 3? If I give you Yellowknife's temperature, how would you calculate Edmonton's temperature?
Times by 3.
Find Yellowknife, you divide.
To find Edmonton.
Oh,
You'd have to times by 3, wouldn't you?
you would,
Times
if,
Yeah, times by 3.
All right?
Correct?
It says Edmonton is a third of Yellowknife. So is Edmonton more or less? Less. So divide. Right? So it's tricky. Our assignment's not going to have any word problems in it. But you need to start getting used to it, right?
That makes sense.
Right? So Edmonton is less, so you have to divide this by 3. And that will give you Edmonton's, right? So we have an equation relating these two. Okay. So now it's asking us, what if Edmonton's temperature is negative 8? What is Yellowknife's temperature? So where we see E, we're going to stick in Edmonton's temperature.
Negative.
24. Would it be 24 or negative 24? Oh no, it would be 24 because it's times the. Oh no, it's negative.
So how do we solve this?
I'm so.
All right, we want to solve this equation. Yes, Bella?
You times it by
Be-
3
Yeah, because we want to get rid of this 3. We want to find out what Yellowknife's temperature is. We're dividing by 3. The opposite of dividing is to multiply. So we multiply by 3. And whatever you do one side, you do the other. So the 3's cancel out.
24.
And it's negative 24 degrees Celsius.
Good job, Logan. We
Okay.
know the answer.
Wait, it's negative?
Yeah.
Because it's positive.
Positive times negative, right? Okay. We're going to skip question 7. We're going to do 8 and 9. It says the product of x and 7 is 105. So we need to come up with a math equation for this. What does the word product mean mathematically?
Multiply.
Multiply. If you get confused with these math terms, look on the board above my shoulder here. I got math terms there. Product means to multiply. Right? So it's saying if you multiply x and 7 together, you will get 105. The question is, find the value of x.
So divided by 7.
Yep, we want to get rid of the 7. So it's multiplying. To get rid of it, we have to divide by 7 here and divide by 7 here. And what do we get?
15?
Egg.
Yes, thank you, 15. 107 divided by 105 divided by 7 is 115. Sorry, 15. Okay. Next, the quotient of n is 4. A quotient of n and 4 is 22. Okay, what does the word quotient mean? Divide, and it's up there as well. So we divide n and 4. And notice the word is turns into an equal sign. Okay, now the question becomes, we need to solve for n. We need to get rid of that 4. How do we get rid of that 4, Junior? Yep, it's dividing by 4. Opposite of dividing. It's multiplying. It is 88.
What the heck is that blue thing beside the end? Times by 4?
Times by 4. Times
Oh,
4.
and then it's crossed out.
Yeah. So n is equal to 88. Okay. That is it. Now this